Welcome everyone back to another Sunday surprise, and welcome back to Breach and Clear. And as per usual, I can't remember where we are up to, so let's head into the mission screen and find out. I believe we got to Colombia. Yes, we've done the first mission in Colombia, which was Operation Cold Welcome. Yes, I remember now, because we had to wait for the guy to path all the way around and get over here to do the double nade. So the next one is Mission 2, Operation Odin's Spear. Didn't realise Odin had a spear. But the Kingpin managed to escape the initial assault. Follow him inside. Continue clearing the residence. So he must be in this building that's off screen, I guess. And I'm not quite sure where this room is. It's got a curved wall. So perhaps that's this one? Maybe. Maybe. We shall check the architecture in just a second as we go to infiltrate this building. So, there we go. We've got the straight wall and the bit in the picture. Okay. It was either this room or this one, but I think it had a curved wall. So it must have been this one. Must have been this seating area here where it was showing us, which is actually C's infiltration point. But C's infiltration point isn't very good because you can get shot from this doorway, this archway, anyone who's tucked around here, which I would assume there's people poked around these sofas, and that looks like a death wish. As for D, well, there's a staircase going up. I'm not sure if we actually have anything up there to go for. But there's D, go through the front door. That has very similar issues. It's very open. If there is people on the staircase, we can get shot from there. We can get shot from people in cover. There's no real good way in terms of C or D. In terms of B, again, there's a couple of doorways, not a whole lot of cover, but if we can push into this corridor, just sort of dart across, one covers, get across, then that could be quite useful. So B is looking the nicest so far. Or we go for the traditional garage door entrance. Well, it's a side door next to the garage door. So come through the garage, clear it out that way. I think that's probably the smartest of options. Maybe we send one through B just to mix things up, you know, go 2A to B. I'm not going C or D. C or D just seem ridiculous, quite frankly. So do we pile 4 into A? I think that might be overkill. Or do we go 2 and 2? I think we go 2 and 2. I think we go with a more reckless 2 in B, and A is our more safe option. So safe option, of course, is Joe and Ruslan. We want them two to come through A. We then want B to be Crazy Me and Crazy Lee. So we are going to infiltrate the B section.
Team stack up.
Stack up. So, first infiltration, we want, quite frankly, to get Ruslan into the doorway. Ruslan, actually, no. Probably not the best idea to just go straight into the doorway. What we shall do is we're going to catch him off by surprise here. So first of all, Lee,
stay sharp.
I'm glad you're the front man, because you are going to go absolutely nuts. What you're going to do is move up to this point, and you're going to watch like that. So if anyone comes out of this door, he shoots at them. He's in half cover. He can shoot at anyone who comes this way. I am then going to try and get across to this doorway, where I will watch like that. So not only will I catch anyone coming round, I'll catch people coming out this door, and I can watch through. We then have Ruslan now. Ruslan, you're weirdly. In fact, what's the movement on Joe? Okay, so Joe's movement isn't very good, so he's going to watch like that. He's going to attempt to clear out this window area. If there's a guy tucked right in this corner, not going to do a whole lot.
Roger.
But that's going to be what he attempts. Ruslan is then going to go here and watch like that, in case anyone is just sort of sat there. Again, if they're on the near corner, we're not going to see them. But that's our infiltration. Let's see how that goes, and hopefully we can get some kills. Door down. Okay.
Contact.
I think that worked out pretty well. We killed 2 in the garage. We killed 2 in here. Our health is looking okay. Everyone's full health except Ruslan, who's taken a little bit of a knock. We've even taken this guy out in the corridor. So 5 people in that first turn. Now, as you can see, there's nobody in that spot, so we don't need to worry about that one. So Ruslan, go and take point. He could move all the way up here. He can also clear out the kitchen. The question is, do we have Ruslan clear out the kitchen? Or do we have Joe clear out the kitchen? I think what we'll do is Ruslan goes like that. Joe supports me coming out this door so I can move up to this sort of area to watch through. So what Joe's going to do is watch down here. I'm going to go here, clear that out, and then we're both probably going to go through this back way. Or I'm going to come back and them 2 are going to go through that way. So, first of all, we need to get Joe in position. So Joe, come over here. Just watch around the bend. In fact, Joe, I need you to go 1 more step over. Joe, I want you to go right there. So you can watch this with full cover. I am then, of course,
consider it done.
Going to move up. Lee's going to hold his position there nicely. I can move up to this position and clear that out. So that is nice. Bathroom should be clear. In fact, there's a door there. I think I'll go that way out. I'll go that way out and Lee will make his way around. So instead of holding position, we're actually going to be more aggressive. We're going to have Lee make his move here and me make my way into the bathroom instead of just checking it. So Lee, I would like you to actually go normal speed here and watch that. I am going to get as far into the bathroom as I physically can. So where am I? We're going to cancel that move. We can get just into the doorway. Great. Perfect. So we're going to go that way. In fact, we won't go to that spot. We'll go to this spot just simply because we can clear out all of this except for that 1 point. And if I have to go past them, we'll kill them on the way by. So that is that cleared out. You're clearing that out. That's covered. Let's see if we run into any more enemies. So I've managed to cross over. That cover was completely unnecessary because if there was anyone there, they would have shot at me. That has been cleared out by Ruslan. The question is there anybody in there? I think we'll just take the safe route and just check it. So Ruslan, poke your head in there. If you don't see anything when you open the door, I'm going to trust that it's clear.
On it.
As for Joe, you're going to go to this point and just watch across. We're then going to have Ruslan move up. In fact, with that being the case, he's going to watch that way. Because that way he can move to the nearest spot. I am then going to move up, but first of all, we're going to have Lee move up. So Lee,
on it.
Please take this point at the bottom of the stairs and watch across. In fact, that door's going to be a bit risky. Can I get into there? Can I get into there? The problem is if someone's here, this is a little bit too risky even for me. So perhaps, can we get cover on that side? No. Okay. Well, if that's the case, Lee, we're just going to hold position for now. You're going to stay nice and safe there. I am going to move to this position where I can watch for anyone pushing out this door and anyone down there. And it allows me to just sort of peek this area a little bit and get some vision. As you can see, there was a guy. I think he was probably roaming around near the sofa at one point. And there was one over near the archway. So this was definitely a death trap with 2 people there. And there's probably people gathered in here. Probably the guy we're looking for is probably in here. Hopefully he don't climb out the window, because that won't be very good. This guy, interesting strategy. Stare at the wall. Probably not what I would suggest, but if he wants to go for that, he can go for that. So, there we go. I'm moving there. You're set, you're set, you're set. Let's check this back room. Probably empty, but it's nice to make safe. Got contact on this individual. There's in fact 2 people there. So, Ruslan, can you get back? Yes, you can. So, Ruslan, first step is Ruslan gets back. He can shoot at this individual. We then have Joe. He is going to hold position. In fact, Joe, no. I want you to swap across to the other side. Because you literally can't do anything from there. So move to here. You can shoot across like that. I'm going to flank around behind these guys. Because why not? And then...
Got it.
Lee is going to hold the corridor. So we've got 3 people hopefully shooting at these 2. And we should have Lee holding this corridor very nicely. So let's infiltrate.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, both of them are dealt with. And Ruslan didn't have to do a thing, quite frankly. So Joe and Ruslan are both taking a little bit of a knock. Me and Lee are doing perfectly fine for our health. I'm not sure if upstairs is a thing. That's the problem.
Got it.
Okay, upstairs is not a thing. That's just an aesthetic to show that that's where the staircase is. Gotcha. Well, that's good to know, because I'm going to now move up to here. The only problem now is we're going to get stuck in this point. But we have enough people who should be able to handle it. So Lee's going to move up to there. I feel like someone's going to attempt to flank through here, which means I am going to watch that doorway. So I'm going to simply stand here where I'm in the open, but it allows me to cover Lee, and if they move up, I can also cover them coming that way. We then have
Roger.
Joe. He's the nearest one, so he's going to go to there. And Ruslan, how near can we get you to any action? Luckily, you've got a lot of movement, so we can get you past Joe. And I guess you're going to stand out in the open here for now. In fact, we'll stand you over to this point just so he isn't in the way of where Joe is shooting. Because then we've got a bit of a funnel here. I shoot on this line. Those 2 shoot on those 2 lines, and I cover for this point, as well as Lee covering on there. So, let's move up.
Roger.
Jesus, my eardrums. I need to turn this down on my end. There we go. Just turn the mix amp down a tiny little bit. Now, I'm going to make the gutsy call of moving across. I think the first thing is to get a flashbang going over here, though. So, do I have a flashbang? I have a frag grenade. Seems a little overkill, but I have a frag grenade. So, I could just frag grenade. Half speed slightly increases accuracy, but reduces movement range. Well, I want to keep my accuracy up, so perhaps I do that. Perhaps I creep out like this. Also get a shot across. And then we get...
Stay sharp.
Lee moving... Joe moving up. So Joe can move to this point. Again, he's not in cover. None of us are in cover, in fact. I feel like we're setting up to get grenaded here. So, maybe don't do that. Maybe we just sort of... Play it safe. You hold that.
Done.
I'm going to go full speed, in fact. We're getting risky now. I'm going to manage to cross here, hopefully. Whilst Lee tries to cross. So Lee's going to draw fire from this gentleman. Lee is going to try and get to that point. We're going to do draw fire. Whilst trying to move over here. Try and get Ruslan up into this sort of position where he can fire down here.
Got it.
And Joe is just going to hold that spot for now.
Roger.
This guy is dead.
Contact.
Lee did in fact draw fire and he managed to miss him a lot. So that's nice. I'm now in a position to attack this doorway. And in fact, we can take ground now we've taken that guy out. So, we are going to split up. Unfortunately, me and Lee are going our separate ways this time. So,
Roger.
Lee, I would like you to move up to this corner, because I believe this gentleman's going to come around this bend before I get to there. So I don't want to get caught in the open. I'm going to go to this corner where I can get full cover. We're going to have Ruslan come to this bit where he can get half cover. Hopefully we can double team this guy. We then have Joe. Joe is going to make his way around town moving fast. No, he's going to move to this spot. get himself further up, ready to infiltrate with me.
On it.
I, for now, can't really do a whole lot. Because if I move out, I'm just walking into this gentleman. So, I'm just going to hold my spot for now. Hold on, make sure he doesn't push around and try and shoot us in the back while these guys get positioned up to about this point.
Yes,
Moving.
So, we've moved up. This gentleman's too scared to move up on us, which is interesting in itself.
Stay
Lee,
sharp.
do you have a grenade? Lee has a grenade. So, you know what? If you're not going to move, I'm going to move you myself. So he's getting frag grenade. We then have
Yes, sir.
Joseph moving up to this spot. We're going to keep
Consider
me
it done.
holding the position for now. So we've got 2 on this door. We're going to get 2 up to this door and just pincer even that guy in. English, very difficult.
Consider it done.
You are going to move up. In fact, we're going to get cutsy. You are going to move up to this point. We're going to get you nice and far forward.
Consider it done.
Frag
He
out.
throws his frag grenade. Nice frag. That's that cleared out. So now we just hold on to this doorway for now, whilst these 2 try and make their way up. So Ruslan can get up to this point. That's nice.
Got
Lee can get weirdly a little bit further. He must have a bit more speed. So he's going to move up to there.
Consider it done.
Joe's going to hold that.
Done.
I'm going to hold this. And
On
we're just going to move into position. Because I think this is the last gentleman in the building. Although the guy we're looking for, like I said, I think he's probably just tucked away in that room. So we are going to move up
Stay
yet
sharp.
again. Lee, I guess you take this side of the doorway, where you can't actually see anything. Great. Maybe don't take that side of the doorway then. Perhaps you move up to this point. He's gonna take a lot of shots at you, Lee,
On
but
it.
I think you should be okay. Ruslan's gonna sideswipe like that. I'm going to
Done.
poke my head out of this side. So I don't know how I've got cover like that, but I do.
Done.
And Joe is going to move his way completely across, and he should be completely dead, because there should be 4 of us
Roger. Moving.
shooting him into oblivion. Who is he going to shoot at?
All clear.
There we go. Joe finishes the kill. I took a bullet, but all is good. We got 3 stars. Could have done a little bit better, but wasn't the worst of missions now, was it? We got 3 out of 4. 2,978 XP to go along, and $1,142 as well. We're getting a nice little bank balance up. We might be able to start buying some more equipment for future episodes. But, like I said, that's for future episodes. We'll have a little... No, we won't. We won't have a little peek. We'll save that one for the next time. I thank you all for joining us in today's Sunday Surprise. I hope you all have a lovely week ahead of you, and goodbye.